In this video, I'm going to be reviewing the Choosing Keeping Pocket Notebook. I'll go over the specs, I will do a paper test, and I'll tell you what I like and don't like about this notebook coming up. Blake here with Blake's Broadcast. On this channel, I review fountain pens, paper, and ink, and as always, I put links in the show notes in the description below. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps out my channel. Alright, let's get on with the review. This is the Choosing Keeping Pocket Notebook. I was able to visit Choosing Keeping in London last month, and that's a really cool store. So if you're in London, definitely go check it out. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, but they have some pretty cool stuff. And this is one of the notebooks that I bought there. This is their pocket notebook. These are handmade in Italy. They have these really neat hand-painted edges, and you can see some of the paint even on the back of the cover here. They have this really nice Italian leatherette cover. What's most interesting about them is that they're very floppy. This is a really comfortable notebook to put in your pocket. It's a Field Notes size 9 by 13.5 centimeters, 64 pages. They come in ruled or plain, and I believe they come in a few colors. There's black, there's red. They're handmade in Italy, and they cost £5. Now on the inside, you have Choosing Keeping here. This is just basically a stamp here, and this, I can't tell if this is printed or not, but there's basically like a schedule here, and in the back you have like multiplication tables here, and you can see made in Italy. Now it's a stitched binding, so even when I fold it back like this, it will lay flat, but, and you can see some of that edge paint kind of coming through there, but as soon as you close it and you try to open that back up again, you have to redo that. So there's a lot of me massaging it, but overall I really like this notebook. I think it's really well done. It has a nice vintage feel to it, and the paper I've been pretty happy with. You know, you're not going to want to write with some really wet pens, but it is actually relatively fountain pen friendly. So the Pilot Parallels did not look very good. The Stipula Etruria 1.1 millimeter stub, I see a little bit of feathering there. The Gioia Metis Broad looks pretty good. The Lamy 1.9 millimeter stub looks pretty good. Same with the Ion. The Mont Blanc 149 Cursive Flex Nib, that one we see some bleeding. And in terms of the other pens, we see a little bit of feathering here on the Fude ball, a bit on the Stabilo Worker roller ball, a bit on the Uniball Air Micro. Pentel Energel looks pretty good. The gel pens look good. The felt tip pens look pretty good. And actually the face of the Troublemaker pens look good. They all bled through, of course. Now on the back, the fountain pens did pretty well. I would say ones that I would be willing to write with on both sides. The Gioia Metis Broad, there was some spotting, but not really too much. The Lamies both look good. The 1.9 millimeter stub and the medium look good. There's maybe a touch of spotting on the medium, but not too much. The Mont Blanc 149 Cursive Flex Nib, that one looks the worst, so do not use flex nibs with this or any kind of scratchy pen. And then again, those roller balls and thicker gel pens, we did see some bleeding. But then on the regular gel pens, the Secura Jelly Roll, the Sino 0.5 millimeter, looks pretty good. So for this paper, I don't know what the paper weight is. It feels very thin to me. My guess is it's somewhere around 60, but it's so hard to tell that from just touching it. But overall, this is a really nice little pocket notebook. It's not that cheap, but I think there's a couple of elevated details that make it worth it. This nice cover here and the painted edges, I think it's pretty good. So what are my pros and cons for the Choosing Keeping Pocket Notebook? Well, I think there's a lot to like here. I really like the looks of it with the red book block, this sort of hand-done book block, and you can see it even kind of got on the back of the cover here. I like this soft leatherette cover. It has a really nice look to it. It does have a bit of a plasticky feel, but it looks really nice. The paper inside is quite fountain pen friendly, so I really like that. Now, if you start using broader nibs, you will see some spotting, but overall, for a very thin paper like this. The performance is really nice. It's a very nice package, and for only £5. So pretty good. Now, in terms of cons, the binding, it is just a simple staple binding. So, you just will have to fold it kind of back on itself a little bit to get it to lay flat. Not a huge deal. Also, because it is so soft and kind of flimsy, it's not the most rigid thing to write on. So you're going to need some other substrate to write on. This isn't enough on its own. Whereas maybe like with a field notes or something, those thin cardboard covers are enough to get away with. This, you're gonna kind of struggle with that. The other con is, well, I believe they're only sold at Choosing Keeping in London. Now you can buy them online, but you will have to pay for shipping from London. So great for people in the UK, but can be a little bit pricey to get these to the United States if you just want these little paper notebooks. But that's pretty much it. Do you guys have this notebook? Do you like this notebook? Let me know in the comment section below, and if you like this video, please hit that like button. And if you want to see more fountain pen, paper, and ink videos, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much, and until next time.